one Kaduna Road, we just intercepted this trailer. Look what was inside. Full load of AKs, magazines, and belts.
Honorable Abubakar Barde, along with...
Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon and good evening depending on where you are watching from around the world. Welcome back to 24/7 News Buzz, your trusted home of free stories, real voices and real-time updates. Today's report is not just news, it is a serious cry for help. But before we continue, please do not forget to support this platform, subscribe to 24/7 News Buzz, like this video, share it with others and drop a comment in the comment section. This is the only way you can support our growth by liking, sharing and commenting. The Southeast region, once known for its commercial strength, peaceful communities and vibrant culture, has slowly turned into a region filled with fear and uncertainty. Everyday reports of kidnappings, armed attacks, road ambushes, and murders continue to rise. People are kidnapped on highways. People are kidnapped from their homes. Some are taken on their way to work. Some are taken on their way to school. Some are taken from their farms. In many cases, families are forced to pay heavy ransom. In other cases, the victims are never seen again. Local business owners have started closing shops early. Transporters avoid traveling at night. Parents are afraid to send their children to school. Farmers are scared to go to their farms. Churches now have heavy security during services. Even marketplaces are no longer safe. Fear has truly taken over people's daily lives. The big question now is, who is behind this? Who is sponsoring this? Why is this happening more in the Southeast? Many fingers are pointing toward unknown gunmen and armed herdsmen, especially Fulani herdsmen, who are increasingly accused by locals of being involved in these violent activities. Just days ago, reports surfaced from Owerri, the Imo State capital, where a group of Fulani herdsmen were allegedly caught by local vigilante security. According to eyewitnesses, these individuals were found moving suspiciously in an area where kidnappings have recently been reported. The local vigilante group, formed by community members due to lack of trust in formal security agencies, reportedly intercepted them and questioned them. This incident sparked anger, fear, and massive tension in the area. Some residents demanded that they should be handed over to the police immediately. Others wanted instant justice. Others feared that releasing them could lead to revenge attacks later. The situation quickly drew a crowd and videos began to circulate online. This incident has further deepened the suspicion that armed gangs may be hiding behind the identity of herdsmen or even using cattle routes as a cover to transport weapons and move undetected from one community to another. Whether these men are actually responsible or not, it is still under investigation. But the fact remains that trust has disappeared, fear has taken over, and communities are now turning against each other. This is extremely dangerous for national unity.
These are suspected bandits apprehend Numezro Kamun Naked Old Road, number 12 bus stop, as Oyani here. Imane Kuyannawa Agaho. They were caught today after, thanks to our gallant men. Well, many of the updates you can, but not everything will be disclosed here. Be careful of your environment. They jewel everywhere. Please share this video to any little. So now, what do you suggest again? Tell us.
The overall atmosphere in the Southeast is now filled with tension. People no longer trust strangers. Even neighbors look at each other with suspicion. Vehicles with unfamiliar number plates are rejected. Foreign faces are questioned. Night movements have reduced drastically. In villages, local youths now guide the roads at night. In towns, vigilante groups patrol streets with sticks torches, and sometimes weapons. The question is the Zoo nation slowly turning into a lawless land where everybody must defend themselves? If this trend continues, it could lead to tribal clashes, ethnic profiling, breakdown of law and order, and total loss of peaceful coexistence. And that would be catastrophic for the future of the nation. Now, here is where the story gets even more shocking. A video recently surfaced online showing a powerful lawmaker in the country allegedly negotiating with armed bandits. Yes, you heard me right. In the video, the lawmaker is seen speaking directly to known bandits, not as criminals, not as terrorists, but as brothers. He reportedly addressed them in a calm, almost friendly manner. He said words that shocked many citizens. He spoke about granting them amnesty. He spoke about including them in the government plans. He spoke about supporting their livelihoods. This immediately raised serious questions. Why would a government official negotiate with criminals instead of arresting them? Who gave him that authority? What kind of message does this send to ordinary citizens suffering every day? For many citizens, this one video destroyed whatever little confidence they have had left in the political system. People are now asking, are these bandits protected by politicians? Are they sponsored by powerful people in the Zoo government? Is this security a planned agenda? These are the questions that nobody has answered.
And Honorable Abubakar Barde, along with the rest of the delegation from Bakori, the Honorable Secretary of the Faskari local government, our hosts, the great commander of peace, and also a sheikh and scholar, Malam Isa, along with the delegation of our Fulani brothers who are here, and everyone else who has come to this place. Peace, mercy, and blessings of God be upon you. So, today as well, on a day just like this, today God has brought us to this blessed place within the local government, a part of the Faskari local government area known as Farindutse. And we have come for the fulfillment of the promise that Malamisa and his people made to us, that we would receive the rest of our people from the Bakori local government. For this, we give our heartfelt thanks and sincere appreciation to God Almighty. And we also want to extend our gratitude, especially to the entire Fulani leadership, starting from Alhaji Adamu Aleru to the great commander of peace Isa and all the other Fulani leaders. We are truly and sincerely grateful for the fulfillment of this promise. This genuinely demonstrates the essence of keeping promises and the trust that we have already established between us. Today, we have come to receive 37 people, 17 women, 2 young children, and 18 men, which brings the total to 37. And as of today, there are no more people from the Bakori local government left in the forest waiting for ransom money or anything of the sort. So we extend our special thanks. And I also want to make an appeal to the general public, and I also want to appeal to the government itself. Malamisa has already given an explanation. He has thoroughly clarified the issues that led to this situation, and I don't want to go back to that. I want to look forward to how we can continue to prevent this kind of situation. We sincerely hope that the community for whom we are doing this truly understands our intentions. We hope that with this peace, everyone will become more vigilant and attentive in this important matter. Because it is not only the leaders who can bring peace, everyone must be watchful, starting from our homes, our neighbors, our communities, and our towns. That is why we formed a committee between us and them, so that anytime something isn't right, it should be reported, because these problems don't just appear out of thin air. Because no matter what, if someone complains that a motorcycle was stolen, well, as we have witnessed, these things must be handled gradually, step by step. Since it has been agreed that the killing of people will stop and the kidnapping of people for ransom and so on will stop, then all these other minor issues of petty theft and so on, these things happen everywhere. But we must continue to follow up on these matters and pray to God. May God Almighty bring us relief. Therefore, we hope that the community will continue to cooperate so that this peace can be sustained. And also, our call to the government is this. We want to reaffirm to the government that we, the community, have already sat down and settled matters among ourselves. We no longer have any conflict between us and our Fulani brothers. We have already made a firm promise, and that is what we are standing on. Therefore, we are calling on the government for two things. Firstly, the government should know that we are indeed living in peace. Therefore, we do not want a situation where inappropriate actions continue to be taken as long as no one has committed a crime, because we do not support criminals. Whoever commits a crime, it is right for the authorities to punish them. But if a person has not committed a crime, it is not right for someone to be sitting in their house or going about their business in the market or traveling on the road only to find themselves caught up in something without knowing how it started or how it will end. And then our second call to the government is that our Fulani brothers, due to the long period we have found ourselves in this situation, now have various needs. Because we have spoken with them, there are needs for hospitals, for drinking water and other necessities of life. So we are calling on the government to look into this so that they too can taste the sweet dividends of democracy as citizens of this country. Finally, I want to extend special thanks to all the people who are here, to all the people of Bakori local government, and also to the people of Faskari local government, especially their leaders who are cooperating with us to ensure that this matter is successful. I hope that God Almighty, may He be glorified and exalted, grants us health and increases the peace in our land.
Another disturbing video surfaced online shortly. In the video, a Zoo Nation military personnel intercepted a fully loaded truck carrying ammunition. Not a small quantity, a truck filled from top to bottom with dangerous weapons and bullets. The interception reportedly happened on a major route often used by herdsmen and criminal groups. Once again, many citizens were shocked. Online, people began asking questions. Where was this truck coming from? Who owned the ammunition? Who was it going to be delivered to? How did it pass security checkpoints? Who cleared it at the border? Offline, in homes, in markets, in offices, people could not stop talking about it. Some citizens believe the ammunition was meant for bandits and armed herdsmen terrorizing villages. Others believe it was going to be used for election violence. Some even believe it was part of a bigger plan to destabilize the nation. No official explanation has been provided yet.
Good afternoon. One Kaduna Road, we just intercepted this trailer. Look what was inside. Full load of AKs, magazines, and belts heading to bandits in the forest. Driver is in custody. Okay, I don't know anything.
Security analysts, community leaders, and political observers have all shared serious concern. Many of them asked a strong question. If these armed groups are not being sponsored by someone in a powerful position, how are they able to acquire and transport such large amount of weapons? It is not easy to buy such weapons. It is not easy to transport them across states. It is not easy to avoid security checkpoints. So how did a full truck of ammunition move so far without being detected? This suggests one of two things. There is a powerful network behind these operations, or the security system has been completely compromised. Both possibilities are very dangerous. Analysts further warn that if the zoo government does not act quickly, the nation may face an even worse crisis. They warned about worsening kidnapping, growth of armed groups, collapse of community life, economic shutdown, brain drain, and internal conflicts. Some even went as far as saying that if nothing changes, the future of the nation is at serious risk. The reality is that no country can grow in the middle of fear. No investor will bring money to an unsafe land. No tourist will visit an unsafe country. No citizen can prosper without peace. The Southeast is a huge economic hub, and if the region continues to suffer, it will affect the whole country. The zoo government must answer key questions. Who is sponsoring these criminals? Why are they not arrested? Who is supplying the weapons? Why are communities forced to protect themselves? Until these questions are answered, the fear will continue. But beyond the zoo government, citizens must also choose peace. We must avoid tribal hatred. We must avoid violence, we must avoid false accusations, and we must speak up for the truth. And that is the end of this report. But my people, before we go, we would like to know what you think. Do you believe powerful politicians are involved in sponsoring bandits? Do you think negotiators with criminals should be arrested? Should communities defend themselves or rely only on the zoo government? What is your biggest fear about the future of the nation? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please do not forget to like this video, share it with others, comment your opinion, subscribe if you haven't, turn on your notifications. The only way you can support this platform is by liking, sharing, and commenting on our videos. And we sincerely thank you for being part of our growth journey. This is 24/7 News Boss, and we will continue to bring you the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it may be. Until next time, stay safe, stay informed, and stay alert.